Welcome to Hip Housing's very first virtual coffee event. I'm Shelley Pavella, co-president of Hip Housing's Board of Directors, and I want to thank you for joining us today for this coffee conversation. Many of you have attended our annual luncheon in the past, so you know how much pride we take in putting together an entertaining and fun event, one that highlights our innovative, affordable housing programs and their impact on low-income families, seniors, and workers in San Mateo County. Now, more than ever, these programs are filling an urgent need since so many of our community members have lost their livelihoods due to the COVID-19 pandemic. While the shelter-in-place order means we can't gather like we used to, don't worry. Today's virtual event, done in the comfort of your own home, will give you the same important window into Hip Housing's world in a shorter but equally meaningful program. Over the next 20 minutes, you'll hear from Kate Comfort Haar, our fearless leader and executive director, who will weave together a picture of the last year. You'll also hear heartwarming stories from our clients. You'll have the opportunity to participate in a special drawing for a stay in a beautiful hideaway cottage at the Sundance Resort in Utah, while also helping us to raise $120,000 to replace the income we traditionally would have raised at our luncheon. You can scroll down at any time to see how close we are to meeting our goal, or buy a drawing ticket, or to click the donate button to make a gift. But if you pause the video, be sure to come back so you don't miss any of our program. Hip Housing provides homes for 1,400 low-income people in our 3 programs: home sharing, self-sufficiency, and property development and management. You may be wondering what all these programs have in common. It's actually pretty simple. All 3 focus on providing desperately needed affordable housing in ways that use existing housing stock more efficiently. In home sharing, it's rooms for rent. In self-sufficiency, it's getting families into housing owned by us or others. And in development, it's properties we purchase, deed restrict, and manage as permanently affordable. Our programs are integrated like no others to ensure that anyone walking through our door has the greatest possibility of finding a place to call home that they can afford. Our clients are service workers, baristas, nursing assistants, Lyft drivers, music teachers, and so much more. We will all remember where we were in our lives at this profoundly unprecedented moment in history, but how we get through it will vary widely. For our clients and tenants, Hip Housing will be part of their story. And as part of the Hip Housing family, you are part of their story too. But no one tells Hip Housing's story better than our clients, so please grab a cup of coffee or whatever is your beverage of choice, sit back, get comfortable, and enjoy the program.
I was born in Redwood City, raised in Redwood City. None of my immediate family graduated college. Some of them had taken some courses, so I was never taught the value of education. So I didn't care too much, and as a result of that, I ended up working a lot of dead-end jobs, and yeah, it was a struggle. I was tired of settling for less, and I just had a change of mindset. I was just really focused. I wanted to conquer school and do well. That was around the time I met Jace's mother. My son and I, the dynamic is an interesting one. He's a lot like me. We like to be active. We like to have a good time. I make sure, despite my work and my education, that I make time to play with him.
Carlos really is the primary caregiver for his son. While going to school full-time, working close to full-time, he puts his son first and really, really wants to be the best father he can be.
One of the things that kind of took me down this path to reach for the stars even further was getting involved in student government. I ended up becoming a senator for the ASCC, Associated Students of Kenyatta College, and I was one of the students chosen to go to Washington, D.C., and that motivated me even further. When I found out I got into Berkeley, I was just so overcome with emotion, and it was one of the best news next to hearing about the news of my son. Got my BA, first in my family to do that. The day of the ceremony was awesome. My son was there. It made it that much more special that I was able to involve my son in my graduation. After graduating from Berkeley, I was accepted and enrolled into San Jose State to get my master's degree in research and experimental psychology. And right around that time, I connected with Hip Housing and got accepted into the self-sufficiency program.
Our goal with the self-sufficiency program is to empower our clients by providing affordable housing, case management, and financial education. And this is exactly what we did with Carlos.
The whole time I've been pursuing my education and return to school, I've been working at Trader Joe's. The dynamics have changed a lot through COVID and everything that's gone on. It's been tough, but a lot of the customers who come in are really grateful, and they always tell us that.
Becoming self-sufficient is really a motivational factor for Carlos. He really wants to have his own apartment. He really wants to be able to provide for his son financially, as well as continue his education and complete his master's degree.
As we all know, the cost of living in the Bay Area is really high, and I'm in this last portion of my education where I'm still not going to be making enough money, so this is exactly what I needed to help get me through the last part of it.
It's been great working with Carlos. We're both fathers, we both love sports, we have similar degrees in education, and it just was a great fit. And I've really enjoyed my time partnering with him on his journey to self-sufficiency.
Words can't express, it's hard for the opportunity and that they've given me to be able to, help out the cost of living in this last stage of my education. Not only for me, but for my son, we have a comfortable living environment now. That's invaluable. Thank you very much, Hip Housing. I really appreciate everything you've done for me.
HIP Housing's home sharing program is an affordable housing option that allows individuals to rent out a spare room in their home to an individual who has a need for an affordable place to live. Clients who are part of our home sharing program really get a tailored experience. They get referrals that are meant specifically for them so they can find a housemate that is truly meeting what they're looking for. One of the successes of this program is Ross and Ruth.
I have been a resident of San Carlos for 20 years. I moved here with my husband at that time to be near my daughter. My husband passed away about 3 years ago, and I needed to be able to stay in my apartment and keep up with the rent, so I decided to get a roommate.
I had a place of my own. I was in Burlingame, and the rent had gone up again, and I retired, and I realized that it was kind of time to start lessening my load on my finances. And because I knew of HIP Housing, I went to them first.
They gave me Ruth's name and phone number. I contacted her and asked her if she could come over to the apartment so that we could talk and meet. And immediately I kind of knew that she would be the one.
I was really impressed by all the things that they did to make sure that this was going to be a good fit. Our situation is great because Roz has her master suite on one side. I have the living room and my bedroom on the other side. The kitchen's in the middle. And we both have our own bathrooms, so it's perfect.
It's a wonderful program because they introduce you to people that can be compatible to you. My journey with Ruth is very pleasant and good. She's been there for me. I try to be there for her.
I started out with just having a roommate, and over the years we've become friends. It's been a really great experience and easy for both of us.
I'd like to thank HIP Housing for setting this up and having this available to me. I don't know what I would have done if it wasn't for them.
Over the last 3 years, we've always been there for each other, and we've appreciated the ups and the downs. It's been a good experience. It's just been life with, a friend.
I was raised in San Francisco. I've lived in the Bay Area pretty much all my life. Because of my mental health, I became addicted, self-medication, which brought me to homelessness. I was homeless for 15, 20 years. I finally reached out for help. I couldn't do it in San Francisco because that was where all my friends were, all the people that I used with. So when I moved out to San Mateo County, I was introduced to Project 90. It's a recovery house down in San Mateo, and I followed the directions of the counselors and my mentors that were there, which got me actually to this point in my life at HIP Housing. After 6 years, I finally came up. They called me and said, "Hey, Michael, you have an apartment." And so I opened up the door, and I had my own apartment. It was a one-bedroom apartment, my own kitchen, my own front room, my own bathroom, a TV, my own bedroom. From being homeless for 15, 20 years to having my own home. I'm grateful for HIP Housing accepting me and taking a chance on me and giving me a home.
We believe San Mateo County should be home to people of all socioeconomic levels and all diverse backgrounds. We do this work because we want people to be able to live and work and stay in San Mateo County. We have 436 affordable units serving 700 tenants. When we acquired Redwood Oaks, it needed a lot of TLC. It needed upgrades, and the apartments were dilapidated. And so we banded together with a variety of funding mechanisms and partnered with the city of Redwood City to rehabilitate this property.
They've done an amazing job. They put some serious money because, doing construction before, I know this is not cheap to do this. All the neighbors are saying, "Wow, look what they've done to this place." They were just like blown away.
When we started the project, the goal was to make this property look beautiful. They look as nice as a luxury unit down the street on El Camino in the new buildings. And so it really helps provide a sense of pride for our residents, and it really feels like home now.
I have volunteers called CERT program, Community Emergency Response Team. Because I have a home, I can actually be stable and I can give back to the community that was accepted me and gave me a home.
We're really proud to be part of this community in San Mateo County, giving people the opportunity to live their best lives.
I just want to thank HIP Housing for giving me an opportunity to be a productive member of society. I appreciate immensely. I'm so grateful that you took a chance. I'm so grateful that you've upgraded this place. It's a wonderful place to live because this is our neighborhood.
Like Shelley said, no one tells our story like our clients. Hello, I'm Kate Comfort Haar, Executive Director of HIP Housing. I'm sending you best wishes for good health and well-being. HIP Housing ended our fiscal year in great health. Our year begins July 1st. So when July 2019 rolled around, we were celebrating the support of Kaiser Permanente for trauma-informed care in our self-sufficiency program, and the County of San Mateo and every city across the county for their support of our home sharing program. We were starting the acquisition of a 10-unit property and launching the rehab of a 36-unit building that is home to 55 extremely low-income and disabled tenants. We were, and still are, in conversations with Premia Capital, Graystar, Lane Partners, and Kenson Ventures about partnerships and projects that, if approved, will grow the number of people that we house from 1,400 to over 1,600. And we were coming off our most successful fundraising luncheon ever. It was truly an amazing moment. All this momentum was setting us up to launch new compliance and ADU initiatives and to deepen the impact of our current programs, which is what made March 17th, the day of the shelter-in-place order, that much more heartbreaking for us. The order brought the necessary but unavoidable shuttering of everything. But as an essential service provider, we never stopped. Our staff kept working, most of them from home, with children and parents and pets and responsibilities bearing down in the way that mirrors what we see across our country and across the economy. 40% of the clients and tenants that we help to house saw either a significant reduction or the complete loss of their income. Not only were they unable to pay rent, but many couldn't purchase basic necessities like groceries and diapers. As low-wage earners, their savings covered less than a month. And with the shutdown, they were devastated. We had worked so hard to get them housed, and they had worked so hard to keep their housing. We couldn't bear to see them lose it. And if they did, the cost to them and to us as a community grows exponentially because it is so much more expensive to house someone once they become homeless than it is to simply keep them housed in the first place. So we jumped into high gear, developing innovative ways to continue providing housing services remotely. We also developed a comprehensive list of local resources for our website, which is updated weekly and something that you can check out. But the pain for everyone was palatable. I worried not just about our clients, but also about our staff. They feel every story and always do their best to help, but we feared it just wouldn't be enough. Our clients desperately needed a bridge to get to the other side of this pandemic so they could put their lives back together. So we launched our Emergency Relief Fund, and with the help of amazing donors and foundation partners, we were able to raise $190,000 in pass-through money to help those we house to pay for rent and basics like food and medicine. To date, we have distributed $100,000 to 80 families, and we've only just begun. But as amazing as this accomplishment is, pass-through funds are not HIP housing funds. Pass-through funds go right into the hands of the people who need them most. For HIP housing funds, we count on our luncheon. So besides just having coffee and checking in, our goal today is to raise $120,000 that will help us finish what we started a year ago, to close those housing deals, to outreach for home providers and ADU owners, to complete the last of our 36-unit rehab, to implement trauma care needed now more than ever, and to continue providing housing information and referral services to the over 3,500 people who reach out to us every year. The funds we raise today give us the tools we need to continue developing the most creative and innovative approaches to solving our local housing challenges. No one does this like HIP Housing, and nowhere else is there another organization like us. We've been honing our models since 1972, and as Shelley mentioned earlier, have integrated our programs like no other to ensure that everyone who walks through our door has the greatest possibility of finding housing they can afford. If you haven't already, please scroll down and click the donate button and help us to reach our goal of replacing our luncheon income. We are already well on our way to our goal, but with your help, we'll get to the finish line, and so will our clients. Your gift provides the very real, the very tangible benefit of housing the people and families of San Mateo County. Stay well, stay sane, and please join us in doing the housing work that binds our county together, the work of HIP Housing, which is fueled by your support. Thank you.
We really appreciate your support. Scrolling down and clicking the donate button makes helping someone easier than ever. We hope you do it now, but know that you can always visit our website, hiphousing.org, and click on Donate Now too. I hope your coffee stayed warm and that you leave our gathering as proud as I am of the amazing work HIP Housing does every day to help people find and keep their housing. On behalf of the board, staff, and clients of HIP Housing, thank you.
I got to thank HIP Housing. Number one, they gave me a home. They took a chance on me, and I am greatly appreciated. I don't know if you, before when I walked into the house, I was just emotional, and I still feel that today when I come back to this new apartment. I got to thank HIP Housing.
Thank you very much, HIP Housing. I really appreciate everything you've done for me. And so does my son, Jace.
I can't thank HIP Housing enough for what they do for the community. It's just a fine program and works so well. And yeah, thanks so much, HIP Housing. You do good work.